Why do humans procrastinate when they care about the work? Why do I procrastinate when I care about my work so much? Good morning. Here is a business doctor and human value hacker. And today we're going to answer this question that the answer may surprise you. Let me know, what do you think? Why do you procrastinate with the most important work for you? There is, of course, a few reasons. And when I talk, I want you to see the world more from the holistic space. We look in the psychology, we look in the neuroscience, but also going into the space of the spiritual and energetic and quantum physics. Why? Because the human is a combination of all of that. And this is what is the most beautiful. So, yes, why do I procrastinate? You know that there is a project you really care about, or maybe you're building the business and you really care for that, and you wonder, why do I procrastinate if I care so much? Most of the time, you will think you procrastinate because it's boring, you're not interested. But why do you procrastinate and push away the tasks that are important to you? That's exactly the reason. So basically, uh, when you think about, often you may find yourself being trapped and stuck into the loops. You being lost in not now, later, I'm not ready, and you drifting somewhere else. So, what are the reasons? And what is the true essence? So, first of all, this is fear based response. Yes, you're thinking, what? Yes, right. Basically, it's a fear of failure. And in our brains, we have two systems here fighting for the control. The first one is the the system. The first system is your amygdala. It's your system also responsible for limbic system, responsible for the emotions. And then we have the frontal cortex, which is responsible for your thinking. And sometimes here they fight for what is right, what is wrong. They fight for the control. So basically, the emotional limbic system wants to keep you in the space of the comfortable emotions, while um, the other one wants to simply reinforce that control, wants to push you. So you have a survival fight here. But you know what is very interesting, and I really want you to stay and let it land deeply here. It's not about the real dangers and the real stuff. It's really about the emotional fear. So we are scared of the shame. Think about it. Shame on the Hawkins energetic scale, it's so super low. And we are scared of our own feeling and emotions of the shame. And at the same time, it does really, when amygdala activate, it literally feels like real pain and danger. So your brain, your system thinks you're gonna be in extreme danger if you start doing it. And if you are a perfectionist, watch for that. This is one of the procrastination paradox in its best format, because you procrastinate because you need to have more knowledge, you need to have more of uh, preparation, you are not ready, you need to do another training course, you need more time to prepare for something, or to get more knowledge, or to get more time. But that's also a procrastination. And you procrastinate for the meaningful work because it's important to you and you're so scared to feel the shame if it's not gonna work, if it's gonna not be the way as you want. But you're not scared of the real outcome, but the feelings. And of course, your system wants to keep you in that comfortable state of emotional feelings. So that's the first, very crucial. And then the secondly, I want to mention as well um, a different aspect, which is the misalignment. So, in the energetic world, lots of different authors will tell you, I won't say the names because there are different dimensions, but the whole overview, it's my perspective and my interpretation that basically there is a misalignment. When you procrastinate, there is a misalignment between what your heads want and what your heart wants. And in energy and spiritual world, often you will hear that you are misaligned. That's actually procrastination is a wisdom and direction. So one side, yes, it's the wisdom and direction. On other one, it's the fear. Wisdom of direction, and in psychology, often we say that it's a individuation process, as Jung called it. It's when, and usually also you can call it, it's kind of like a time of your 40s or 50s or 30s, whatever the time for you is when you're going through um, the crisis, midlife crisis, where it's also the misalignment of you already achieved something and you don't, and you want more. So on one side you want to stay safe, on the other side your system say, hey, you made for more, go and work for it and get there, but you're not taking actions because there is a misalignment between what your rational brain wants and what it's safe, what your brain and the system wants and thinks is safe. And on the other side, you have all this, what your heart wants. Your heart wants more. Your heart wants expansion. Your spirit wants expansion, want to move beyond what a mind and brain can see. And when you start to go through this and alignment, then you will be able to move. So here, I want you to stay because this is so crucial. And I know that probably you haven't heard from this and from this side. So think about it. Psychology tells you that it's the fear, it's the procrastination, it's being scared of failing from the meaningful work, but it's also scaredness and fear of your own emotions. Energy and spiritual world will tell you that you misalign. So what do you need to do? What do you need to do? This is a very, very simple and very powerful answer. First, you have to stop being and feeling scared of your own emotions. You're not really scared of what's gonna go wrong and what will happen. You're scared how you feel about it. And the lowest is the shame and guilt. So better not to try, better not to go for it. And the spiritual work, the energetic work, it's the work to align those two things. So when you are okay, so I'm going to give you now the recipe how to not procrastinate and how to move fast, easy into the next step. So be aware of what is happening inside you. Feel the emotions and don't run away from them. Feel them where you are without judgment and opinions about yourself or others. Feel it, see it. Second, feel what you want, what is right, and what you really want. And third one, when you align what you really want in your head and in your heart, the energy will be coming naturally to you. And then your brain will be sending dopamine in to create a motivation, because it's also when you don't have when you don't have enough dopamine, you don't have a long-term motivation to actually continue and do. The projects feel too big. You cannot start. So I give you another 2 points. You can practice from today. First one, you start small. Do something you really want for 2 minutes. And then also say, what is good enough outcome? We want to be perfect. When we start the videos, or when I even start this podcast, you expect, or I expect, or everyone expect to be in the certain way, to be perfect. But what is the good enough? And take that. Take that good enough first step towards what you want. And that's probably another podcast about the alignment between what you want from your head and what you want from your heart, from your emotional space, from your energy and an energetic space. Often I hear, oh, I don't have time. This is one of the biggest challenges for people. Oh, I don't have time. But what you really don't have, the mental capacity to create the time and space and your own reality. And that's also what is a procrastination. The procrastination, the biggest challenge, most challenging procrastination is for perfectionists. For those who wants to have everything perfect. And you know who you are. Those which they want to have a very perfect everything. They won't take a step because it's not perfect. It's not good enough. There is a very high pressure on how it should look like. And of course, when you go beyond what you have been doing, when you start a new journey or you do something first or even 10 times, it takes courage to show up. There is no any other way than actually doing. And the alignment also comes from doing. So you don't have to be fully aligned everywhere. You just have to be aligned for the one first step and then for another step. It's not about fixing the entire world or building a business in one day. It's actually showing up the next day. Is taking that step that I'm going to do it for the 2 minutes. I'm going to do it for 5 minutes and then see how it feels. And also, and this is probably the most important, it's super simple. It's simple. Is it easy? You tell me that if it's easy. It requires also a lot of self-awareness and requires also putting on the side your ego. Because procrastination is literally the ego fight. Boom! The mic is dropped. Procrastination is the ego hiding in your work. It's the space of hiding, running away, not from the world, but from your own emotions. So now you know. I will repeat once more what to do. First, be okay with what you feel, how you feel without the judgment. I am where I am, and that's okay. I feel as I feel, and that's okay. Second, align or realize or be aware what you want mentally and what you want from your heart. Because when those two are aligned, the action won't be a problem. And take those small actions. The dopamine will be released. The energy will be there for you to complete the smallest possible action. And the alignment you need, it's for the next step, not the entire journey of the years ahead. One step at the time, one alignment at the time. Let me know if you have any questions, if you had aha moments. I would love to see and hear your aha moments. And also subscribe to this channel because here I'm going to be answering a human questions. The questions that you want to know answers to, but you're scared to ask. Sometimes you even may be scared to have to hear the answers. Let it land, let it sink. If you are here, you know what you're here for. And you exactly know that you are here for a reason and the right things will land for you. Let it land without judgment, with an open mind. Because the future ready leadership, future ready business leaders are those who are aligned, are those who are open and curious, even for what they feel. And we have been told for years what we feel, how we feel is bad. Yes, thank you so much for all your support. Thank you so much for being here on launching this live podcast, and being and all your likes and comments that helps this channel to go a little bit bigger and to reach a little bit more people. So share this, subscribe, and be with us on the journey. And also, I want not only to inspire you, but I want you to take the actions to do something, to take these small steps and know that you procrastinate not because you don't like the task or it's not for you completely. It's just because you care. You meaningfully care for what you do and you want to do your best. So you procrastinate and prepare. Thank you so much. I'm very excited to be with you on this journey, to start, to continue, and to heal our businesses from the roots. Take care and see you on the next one.